La 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 la. Dancing around the alligator. I'm sorry, but these kids are creepy. Check out those eyes. Storm over Stalingrad by MMP, part of the International Game Series. I got this as a to boost up the Geekway Library Wargaming, and I heard this was pretty good, and so I've got it set up to play and to try it out. The game is quite, I don't know if it's easy to play, but it sure seems like it. Got your control pieces, your fire markers, all your reinforcements easily marked out to show you when they come on, the turn they come on, both sides, and then they show the part where they're supposed to be set up in, S, and then it's the whole long map. Got your cards, 27 cards each, and then 8 pages of rules, and it's really not even 8 pages. You've got some big pictures, a couple of examples. Yeah, this will be interesting. I'm going to give it a shot. I'll let you know how it goes. Oh, Joe Steadman did a good review of this as well, so you want to watch that. Kind of gives a little bit more on how you play, but basically the Russian, whoever makes a bid, how many of these areas here right along the river they're going to control. They say to go with 2 or 3, so I'll just say 3. See ya. Okay, into turn 1, Germans took this area here with a pretty decisive results. It was the first combat with a dive bombing and an overrun, and it was pretty amazing. The Russians had nothing to counter it. The Germans also took this area. They're moving in here. As the Soviet player, as a Soviet player, decided I'm gonna hold my stand for 3 things here, here, and here, just because of the ports. We'll see. We've got some battles that are going to be raging here. And these guys, they had 4 Germans moving here, and then an attack from here pushed them back over there. So that was good for the Russians. Slowed down their thing. He should be here. Alright, that's it. Okay, end of turn 2. So Germans again are pushing pretty strong here. Here. The Germans were super strong in here, but then some attacks pushed them back. Whoops, they need to be flipped over. They were pushed back, so 4 or 5 units had to move back. That was devastating for the Germans, because the Germans really need to move fast in this game. I can see it already. And then the same happened here. They were strong here, and they were pushed back. I tried to put some units in here and somewhere else, but I must have lost them, because the German reinforcements are coming in now at the end of this turn 2. I haven't put them in yet. And they can be wherever there are German units, even if there are Russians there, so I can put them in here. So, anyway, yeah, it's going to be tough for the Germans. I can tell that already. And, yeah, I was really attacking strong here as the German to try to get that extra card. Alright. Okay. Well, at the end of turn 3, all these guys had to go, because this guy was already eliminated, so all the black units, so the SSs had to go. I don't know. Where are they going? On break? Union break? I don't know what's going on. Anyway, because he was eliminated, I took him out. I had moved them all into here to try to get in there. And then these guys are reinforcements at the end of turn 3. So I've got 10 units in here. It's taken forever to weld these, so I still don't have that area. But it's whittling down. Hope they need to be flipped over. Soviets have 6 cards now, so the Germans. This is up here. Here, the 71st Division, again, pushed back, but the 295th has come in. This is crazy. I read someone else's report said that I think their wife was trying to get this area and just could never take it. It's hard. Nice straight line here. Something's got to happen here. I really just need to, what I should probably just do is move all the Soviet guys into here. Or, I'm sorry, German, but I can't, because it'll cost me 3 movements to move into there. Caramba. And these guys are going to attack here. We got to start getting these 3 areas. It's the turn 4, and we need to get moving. Alright, into turn 4. Germans finally get control of another 3 area. But then the Russians have just fortified this like crazy. Germans are here, maxed out, very strong here. These guys might move over here to start contesting that. I just don't think they can take it in 2 turns. This is getting thinned out here. All these all these Russians. There was nothing here. They all just retreated back. Had to retreat. They retreated back. Now that's like done. I should have moved a German. I should have moved a German in there. I should have moved a German in there. Then the Germans would have controlled it. Dude, didn't think of that. So what I could have done is I could have moved one of these Germans. Instead of attacking at such strong firepower, I could have moved one of those Germans here. They would have controlled this because there was no one in here. And then, even though the Russians may have retreated into here, the Germans would have still controlled it because they would have been the last one in there. So that would have been one less they would have held. One less I would have had to take, anyway. I don't know if that makes sense. And that's strong. That's not going anywhere. Come on. And then this one will be interesting if these guys can take this one this turn and maybe move into another one. We'll see. All right, into turn 5. Not a whole... still, it's just... there's too many guys here, and they've got a ton of reinforcements coming in over here. Now, the 71st, who's been just goobering it the whole time, did redeem himself and took this tennis racket area by himself, went in here and took it. So that's good. So the Russians currently hold 3 spots, which is what the bid was. I don't know. I just don't see how it's going to happen. This units are very strong. The Soviets get 7 cards. Oh yeah, the Germans also took that. I don't know if they took that the last turn. Anyway, there you go. Turn 6 coming up. Well, that's it. Game over, and I honestly can't believe it. The Germans got it, and it's because it comes down to the cards you get, the timing. I had level bombings, pioneers, just all kinds of things that helped whittle down the Russians in here. These 2 units were from the reserves, and this game is like a puzzle. You know, you're trying to think, okay, when do I fire? When do I shoot? When do I put my defense in? Because it all depends on the flow and all that. Because as soon these 2 guys weren't in here, as soon as the Germans won, it flipped over to the German control, and then all these guys could do is just come in and, they're not going to do anything because it's already German control. But so, the way the cards fall, like if I didn't have, the Russians had no snipers, so they couldn't negate any of the cards. They didn't have any anti-air. So that's why it's a replayable game, because the card draws could be totally different. But so the Germans succeeded and took this one. So the Russians only held this one and this one. So they only held 2. Interestingly enough, there were 7 units at one point, maybe 9 units Germans in here, and the Russians pushed them out. I just kind of played it to the end. So that's that. I would say a very enjoyable game, because it can change, and it's definitely a puzzle. You got to figure out when to play cards and when not. Whoa. And that's the way the game ends. And so it took me about 4 hours. 4 hours to play, from setup to play. Of course, now I got to tear it down. But that's solo, and so that always takes longer. First time through, but enjoyable game. Would definitely play again. Glad I have it. And like to teach some other people this game. And this will be a geek way, so see ya.